A. Address, an identifier used to uniquely identify a network device or resource. It could refer to an IP address, MAC address, or other types of identifiers used in networking to facilitate communication between devices. ACL, Access Control List, a set of rules used to define permissions for users or systems regarding access to resources on a network. ACLs are often used in routers and firewalls to filter traffic based on IP addresses, protocols, ports, and other criteria, controlling access to sensitive data or network services. A H authentication header, a protocol within the IPsec suite used to provide connectionless integrity and data origin authentication for IP packets. AH ensures that data has not been altered in transit and that it comes from a trusted source, but it does not provide encryption, unlike ESP, encapsulating security payload. A P, access point, a networking device that enables wireless devices, such as laptops, smartphones, or tablets, to connect to a wired network using Wi-Fi. Access points can also extend the coverage area of a wireless network by acting as an intermediary between the wireless clients and the network. A PI application programming interface, a set of protocols, tools, and definitions that allows different software applications to communicate with each other. APIs enable developers to build on existing platforms or services, allowing them to access functionality or data without needing to understand the underlying code or architecture. API-PA, Automatic Private Internet Protocol, addressing, a feature in Windows-based operating systems that automatically assigns an IP address in the 169.254.0.0/16 range when a device is unable to contact a DHCP server. API-PA allows a device to communicate with other devices on the same subnet, but cannot connect to external networks like the Internet. ARP Address Resolution Protocol, a protocol used to map an IP address to a MAC address in a local network. ARP allows devices within a network to locate each other by resolving the physical MAC address associated with a given IP address, facilitating communication over Ethernet networks. A UP Acceptable Use Policy, a set of guidelines that define acceptable behavior and the proper use of network resources, devices, and services within an organization. An AUP typically outlines restrictions on activities such as accessing inappropriate content, using network resources for personal purposes, and ensuring compliance with security policies. BGP Border Gateway Protocol, a path vector protocol used to exchange routing information between different autonomous systems, ASCs, on the Internet. BGP is essential for routing data between different networks, ensuring efficient and optimal paths for data packets as they travel across the global Internet. BNC, Bayonet Neil Conselman, a type of coaxial cable connector commonly used in video and networking applications. BNC connectors are known for their easy-to-use bayonet-style locking mechanism, which ensures secure connections in applications like video surveillance and older Ethernet networks. 10-base-2. BSSID, Basic Service Set Identifier, a unique identifier used to identify a specific access point AP within a wireless network. The BSSID is usually derived from the MAC address of the AP and helps devices in a wireless network differentiate between multiple access points, ensuring that they connect to the correct one. BYOD, Bring Your Own Device, a policy that allows employees to use their personal devices, such as smartphones, laptops, or tablets, for work purposes. While BYOD can increase flexibility and productivity, it also introduces security challenges, such as ensuring that personal devices adhere to corporate security policies. CAM, Content Addressable Memory, a specialized type of memory used in networking devices, such as switches, for fast data lookup. CAM allows devices to search for data based on its content rather than its address, making it ideal for high-speed applications like MAC address tables and routing tables. CDN, Content Delivery Network, a network of distributed servers that work together to deliver content, such as web pages, images, and videos, to users based on their geographic location. CDNs improve load times, reduce latency, and ensure high availability by caching content closer to end users across different locations. CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol, a proprietary protocol developed by Cisco that allows network devices to share information about themselves and their capabilities with directly connected devices. CDP provides administrators with valuable network topology and device information, such as device type, IP address, and operating system. CIA, Confidentiality, Integrity, and Availability, a foundational model for information security that guides policies and practices. Confidentiality ensures that sensitive data is only accessible to authorized users. Integrity ensures that data is accurate and has not been tampered with. Availability ensures that data and resources are accessible and functional when needed. CIDR, Classless Interdomain Routing, a method of allocating and routing IP addresses that removes the restrictions of traditional IP address classes. CIDR allows for more flexible and efficient use of IP address space by using variable length subnet masks, VLSM, instead of fixed classes, optimizing IP address allocation and routing. CLI, Command Line Interface, a text-based interface that allows users to interact with a computer, operating system, or network device by typing commands. Unlike graphical user interfaces, GUIs, the CLI requires users to memorize specific commands, but it offers powerful functionality and precise control over system configurations and network. CNAME, Canonical Name, a type of DNS domain name system, record used to alias one domain name to another. It maps an alias, e.g., www.example.com, to the true canonical domain name, e.g., example.com. This allows multiple domain names to point to the same resource, simplifying domain management. CPU, Central Processing Unit, the primary processing unit of a computer, often referred to as the brain of the system. It performs most of the computational tasks, executes instructions from programs, and manages data flow between other system components. The CPU is responsible for processing data and running software applications. CRC, Cyclic Redundancy Check, a method used to detect errors in data transmission or storage. By applying a mathematical algorithm to the data, the CRC produces a checksum, which is sent or stored along with the data. Upon retrieval or reception, the checksum is recalculated to verify the integrity of the data and detect any corruption. DAC, Direct Attach Copper, a type of high-speed cable used for short-range connections, particularly in data centers. DAC cables typically use copper wiring and are used for connecting servers, storage devices, and network switches over short distances, often up to 7 meters. They provide an efficient and cost-effective solution for direct connections. DAS, Direct Attached Storage, a type of data storage that is directly connected to a server or workstation without a network in between. DAS devices can include hard drives, solid-state drives, or storage arrays. It is typically used in smaller-scale setups where centralized storage or network access is not necessary. DCI, Data Center Interconnect, technologies and solutions used to connect multiple data centers, ensuring that they can share data and resources efficiently and reliably. DCI typically involves high-speed, low-latency connections between data centers, often utilizing technologies like fiber optics, SD-WAN, or MPLS, multi-protocol label switching. DDoS, Distributed Denial of Service, a type of cyber attack where multiple compromised systems, often part of a botnet, overwhelm a target server, service, or network with a massive volume of traffic. This flood of traffic causes the target to become slow, unresponsive, or entirely unavailable, disrupting service for legitimate users. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, a network protocol that automatically assigns IP addresses and other configuration information to devices on a network. DHCP eliminates the need for manual IP configuration, streamlining the process of connecting new devices and ensuring proper network addressing. DLP, Data Loss Prevention, a set of technologies, policies, and strategies designed to detect and prevent the unauthorized transmission or leakage of sensitive or confidential data outside the organization's network. DLP systems monitor network traffic, endpoints, and storage devices to ensure that data is not misused or exposed. DNS, Domain Name System, a distributed system that translates human-readable domain names, such as www.example.com, into machine-readable IP addresses, such as 192.168.1.1. DNS is essential for the functioning of the Internet, allowing users to access websites and services using easily memorable domain names. DNS-SEC, Domain Name System Security Extensions, a suite of security extensions to the DNS protocol designed to protect against attacks such as cache poisoning and man-in-the-middle attacks. DNS-SEC adds cryptographic signatures to DNS data, ensuring the authenticity and integrity of DNS responses. DOH, DNS over Hypertext Transfer Protocol, secure, a protocol that enables DNS resolution to be performed over the HTTPS protocol, encrypting DNS queries and responses. This improves privacy and security by preventing third parties from snooping on DNS traffic and reducing the risk of DNS-based attacks. DOS, denial of service, a type of attack aimed at making a network service unavailable to its intended users by overwhelming the target with excessive traffic, resources, or requests. Unlike DDoS, which uses multiple sources, DOS attacks typically come from a single source, but still result in the service being disrupted or unavailable. DOT, DNS over Transport Layer Security, a protocol for encrypting DNS queries and responses, using the TLS, Transport Layer Security Protocol, to secure communication. DOT improves privacy and security by preventing attackers from intercepting or tampering with DNS traffic. DR, disaster recovery, a set of policies, procedures, and technologies designed to restore IT systems and data in the event of a catastrophic event or disaster, such as a natural disaster, cyber attack, or hardware failure. DR strategies include backup solutions, offsite storage, and detailed recovery plans to minimize downtime and data loss. EAPOL, Extensible Authentication Protocol over LAN, a network port authentication protocol used to secure access to wired and wireless networks. EAPOL is commonly used in conjunction with IEEE 802.1x, which is a standard for controlling network access by requiring authentication from devices before granting network access. EIGRP, Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol, a Cisco proprietary routing protocol used to automate routing decisions and network configuration within an autonomous system. EIGRP combines the benefits of both distance vector and link state protocols, offering faster convergence and better scalability than traditional routing protocols like RIP. EOL, End of Life, the stage in the product lifecycle when a manufacturer ceases production or support of a product. At EOL, the product is no longer available for purchase, and the manufacturer stops releasing new updates or enhancements, though some limited support may continue for a period of time. EOS, End of Support, the date when a manufacturer or vendor will no longer provide technical support, security updates, or patches for a product. After EOS, users may face security risks, as no new fixes are issued for vulnerabilities. It's typically recommended to upgrade or replace products once they reach EOS. ESP, Encapsulating Security Payload, a protocol used in IPsec, Internet Protocol Security, to provide data confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity. It encrypts the data being transmitted, ensuring that it is protected from unauthorized access and tampering while in transit. ESSID, Extended Service Set Identifier, the unique name assigned to a wireless network in a configuration where multiple access points, APs, are used to extend coverage. The ESSID helps devices identify and connect to the correct wireless network. EULA, End User License Agreement, a legal contract between a software provider and the end user, which outlines the terms, conditions, and limitations on the use of the software. It typically includes details on licensing, warranties, and liabilities, ensuring that the user understands their rights and responsibilities. FC Fiber Channel, a high-speed networking technology designed for connecting and transferring data between computers and storage devices, such as disk arrays. It is commonly used in storage area networks, SANs, due to its low latency and high bandwidth. FHRP, First Hop Redundancy Protocol, a set of protocols, including HSRP, VRRP, and GLBP, used to ensure redundancy and availability of the first hop gateway, the router or device that handles outbound traffic, in a network. FHRPs allow for the seamless failover to another gateway in case of device or link failure. FTP File Transfer Protocol, a standard network protocol used to transfer files between a client and server over a TCP/IP network. FTP operates on port 21 and supports commands for file uploading, downloading, and manipulation, though it lacks encryption, making it less secure than modern alternatives. GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, a comprehensive regulation enacted by the European Union to protect personal data and privacy for all individuals within the EU. GDPR mandates how businesses should handle, store, and process personal data and imposes heavy penalties for noncompliance. GRE, generic routing encapsulation, a tunneling protocol used to encapsulate various network layer protocols, allowing them to be transmitted over an IP network. GRE is often used to create VPNs, virtual private networks, by encapsulating data to safely traverse different networks. GUI, graphical user interface, a type of user interface that allows users to interact with a computer or device through visual elements such as icons, buttons, and menus, rather than text-based commands. GUIs simplify interactions by making systems more accessible to users without technical expertise. HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol, the protocol used for transmitting data over the web. HTTP defines how messages are formatted and transmitted, as well as how web servers and browsers respond to various commands. It is the foundation of data exchange on the Internet. HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, an encrypted version of HTTP. HTTPS uses SSL/TLS protocols to secure data between the client, web browser, and the server. This ensures that sensitive information such as login credentials and credit card details are protected from interception during transmission. IaaS, Infrastructure as a Service, a cloud computing model where virtualized computing resources, such as virtual machines, storage, and networking, are provided over the Internet. IaaS enables businesses to avoid the costs and complexities of owning and maintaining physical hardware by offering scalable infrastructure solutions on demand. IAC, Infrastructure as Code, the practice of managing and provisioning IT infrastructure through machine-readable configuration files rather than manual processes. IAC allows for automated, repeatable, and version-controlled infrastructure management, ensuring consistency and reducing errors in deployment. IAM, Identity and Access Management, a framework that encompasses policies, processes, and technologies for managing user identities and controlling access to resources within an organization. IAM ensures that only authorized individuals can access specific systems and data, reducing the risk of security breaches. ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, a core network protocol used for diagnostics and error reporting in IP networks. ICMP is often used by tools like Ping and Traceroute to test connectivity and identify network issues by sending and receiving control messages between devices. ICS, Industrial Control System, a system of hardware and software used to monitor and control industrial processes such as manufacturing, power generation, and chemical production. ICS includes components like SCADA, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition, DCS, Distributed Control Systems, and PLCs, Programmable Logic Controllers, for managing operations. IDF, Intermediate Distribution Frame, a centralized point within a building or facility where network cables and equipment are organized and interconnected. The IDF acts as an intermediary between the main distribution frame, MDF, and the individual devices or floors, helping to manage and route network connections efficiently. IDS, Intrusion Detection System, a system designed to monitor network traffic for signs of malicious activity or security breaches. IDS can detect potential threats, such as unauthorized access, malware and abnormal patterns, and alert network administrators for further action. It plays a crucial role in maintaining network security.
IoT, Internet of Things, a network of physical devices, vehicles, appliances, and other objects embedded with sensors, software, and network connectivity, allowing them to collect, exchange, and process data with other devices and systems over the Internet. This interconnectivity enables automation, remote monitoring, and data-driven decision-making in various industries. IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things, a subset of IoT focused on industrial sectors such as manufacturing, energy, and logistics. IIoT connects machinery, sensors, and devices in factories or industrial settings to optimize processes, improve efficiency, enable predictive maintenance, and enhance safety by leveraging real-time data and advanced analytics. IKE, Internet Key Exchange, a cryptographic protocol used to securely establish a shared encryption key between two parties over an untrusted network. IKE is fundamental to the operation of IPsec, Internet Protocol security and ensures that data transmission remains confidential and authenticated during the communication session. IP Internet Protocol, a set of rules and standards that govern the addressing, routing, and forwarding of data packets across networks. IP enables devices to locate and communicate with one another across interconnected networks by assigning each device a unique address, IP address, and ensuring that data packets reach their correct destination. IPAM, Internet Protocol Address Management, the management of IP address allocation, tracking, and documentation across a network. IPAM tools help network administrators avoid IP address conflicts, optimize address space usage, and streamline the process of assigning addresses to devices, ensuring smooth and efficient network operation. IPS Intrusion Prevention System, a security system that actively monitors network traffic and system activities to detect and block potential threats, such as malicious attacks or unauthorized access attempts. IPS works by analyzing network data in real time, identifying suspicious patterns, and taking immediate action to prevent intrusions before they cause harm. IPsec, Internet Protocol Security, a suite of protocols used to secure communication over IP networks by authenticating and encrypting each data packet transmitted between devices. IPsec provides confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity for IP communications, ensuring that data is protected from interception, tampering, or unauthorized access. ISIS, Intermediate System to Intermediate System, a link-state routing protocol used in large-scale networks to route data efficiently. ISIS helps routers share information about network topology, enabling them to select optimal paths for data transmission. ISIS is known for its scalability and efficiency, making it suitable for complex, large networks like those in telecommunications. LACP Link Aggregation Control Protocol, a protocol that allows multiple network connections to be combined into a single logical link, increasing bandwidth and providing redundancy in case of link failure. LACP is commonly used in data centers and enterprise networks to enhance network performance and reliability. LAN, Local Area Network, a network that connects devices, computers, printers, etc., within a confined geographic area, such as a home, office, or campus. LANs facilitate communication and resource sharing between devices at high speeds, often using wired or wireless technologies like Ethernet or Wi-Fi. LC, Local Connector, a small form-factor fiber optic connector designed for high-density connections. LC connectors are commonly used in data centers and telecommunications environments, providing a compact and reliable solution for connecting fiber optic cables in networking equipment. LDAP, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, a protocol used to access and manage directory information services over a network. LDAP enables the querying and modification of directory data, such as user credentials, permissions, and organizational structure, typically used in authentication and access control systems. LDAPS, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol over SSL, a secure version of LDAP that uses SSL/TLS encryption to protect the integrity and confidentiality of the data transmitted between the LDAP client and server. LDAPS ensures that sensitive directory information remains secure during access or modification. LLDP Link Layer Discovery Protocol, a vendor-neutral protocol that allows network devices such as switches, routers, and computers to advertise their identity, capabilities, and connection information to directly connected devices on the same local network. LLDP is used to enhance network topology awareness and simplify network management. MAC, Media Access Control, a unique hardware address assigned to a network interface card, NIC, for identifying devices on the local network. The MAC address is used in the data link layer to ensure correct data transmission between devices within the same network. MDF, Main Distribution Frame, A central distribution point in a building's telecommunications system, where various network connections, such as telephone lines, fiber optics, and Ethernet cables, are terminated and connected to switching equipment or distribution panels. The MDF is essential for managing network connectivity and routing signals between different parts of a network. MDIX, Medium Dependent Interface Crossover, a feature of network interfaces that automatically detects and corrects the polarity of the transmit and receive pairs of a network cable. This allows for direct connection between devices without needing to use crossover cables, simplifying network setup and configuration. MFA, Multi-Factor Authentication, a security method that requires users to provide multiple forms of authentication before granting access to a system or network. Typically, this involves a combination of something the user knows, like a password, something the user has, like a smartphone or security token, and something the user is, like a fingerprint or facial recognition. MFA enhances security by adding additional layers of protection against unauthorized access.
MIB, Management Information Base, a structured database used by network management tools to store information about devices on a network, like routers, switches, and servers. It allows administrators to monitor and manage network devices remotely by providing a standardized way to access their settings and performance data. MPO, Multi-Fiber Push-On, a fiber optic connector that can connect multiple fibers at once, often used in high-density fiber optic networks. It's commonly used in data centers to simplify the management of fiber connections, reducing the number of connectors needed and making it easier to install and maintain. MTBF, Mean Time Between Failures, a measure of reliability. MTBF is the average amount of time that passes between failures of a system or component during normal operation. The higher the MTBF, the more reliable the system is considered to be. It helps businesses predict when equipment may fail and plan for maintenance. MTTR, Mean Time to Repair, the average time it takes to repair a broken component or device and get it back to working condition. This is used to gauge how quickly a team can respond to and resolve issues, helping to minimize downtime in systems and networks. MTU, Maximum Transmission Unit, the largest size of a data packet that can be transmitted over a network in a single operation. If a packet exceeds the MTU, it must be broken down into smaller parts, which can introduce delays or inefficiencies. Knowing the MTU helps in optimizing network performance. MX, Mail Exchange, a DNS record used to route email messages to the correct mail server. It specifies which server handles incoming email for a particular domain, ensuring that emails are delivered to the right location. For example, if you send an email to someone at company.com, the MX record ensures that it gets to the right mail server. NAC, Network Access Control, a security mechanism that ensures only authorized users and devices can access a network. NAC checks the device's security posture, like whether it's running updated antivirus software, before allowing access, which helps to prevent unauthorized or compromised devices from entering the network. NAS, Network Attached Storage, a dedicated storage device that connects to a network, providing centralized data access to multiple devices. It's like a shared hard drive that everyone on the network can access for storing and retrieving files. NAS is commonly used for data backup, file sharing, and providing access to large amounts of data. NAT, Network Address Translation, a method used to change the IP address information in network packet headers. NAT allows multiple devices on a private network, like a home or office network, to share a single public IP address when accessing the internet. It helps conserve IP addresses and adds a layer of security by hiding the internal network structure. NFV, Network Functions Virtualization, a technology that allows network functions such as routing, firewalling, and load balancing to be implemented as software, rather than on specialized hardware. This virtualization makes networks more flexible, easier to scale, and less dependent on expensive, hardware-based solutions. NIC, Network Interface Card, a hardware component, often built into a device, that connects a computer or other device to a network, either through a wired Ethernet connection or Wi-Fi. It allows the device to send and receive data over the network and is essential for network communication. NS, Name Server, a server responsible for translating human-readable domain names, like www.google.com, into machine-readable IP addresses. Without name servers, users would have to remember IP addresses for every website, which would be impractical. NTP, Network Time Protocol, a protocol that synchronizes the clocks of computers and devices across a network to ensure they all have the same accurate time. This is important for logging events, scheduling tasks, and ensuring that all devices in the network are operating in sync with each other. NTS, Network Time Security, an enhancement to NTP that adds security features to prevent time-related attacks, such as man-in-the-middle attacks. It helps protect the integrity of time synchronization, ensuring that devices are not tricked into using incorrect or malicious time data. OS, Operating System, software that manages a computer's hardware and provides services for running applications. The operating system controls things like memory, processes, and device management, and it provides a user interface for interacting with the computer. Common examples are Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. OSPF, Open Shortest Path First, a dynamic routing protocol used in large networks to determine the best path for data to travel from one device to another. OSPF uses a link state algorithm to build a map of the network, and then calculates the shortest and most efficient route for each data packet. OSI, Open Systems Interconnection, a conceptual model that standardizes how different network protocols interact in 7 layers: physical, data link, network, transport, session, presentation, and application. This model helps different devices and software systems communicate over a network by breaking down the complex process into manageable steps. OT, Operational Technology, technology used in industries like manufacturing, energy, and transportation to monitor and control physical devices, machines, and processes. OT systems interact with the physical world, such as controlling the temperature of a furnace or the speed of a conveyor belt. PaaS, Platform as a Service, a cloud computing model that provides a platform for building, running, and managing applications without worrying about the underlying hardware or operating system. PaaS lets developers focus on writing code, while the cloud provider handles the infrastructure and runtime environment.
PAT, Port Address Translation, a type of network address translation, NAT, that allows multiple devices on a private network to share a single public IP address using different ports to distinguish the connections. PCI-DSS, Payment Card Industry Data Security Standards, a set of rules aimed at protecting cardholder data, ensuring that companies handling credit card information follow strict security measures to prevent fraud and data breaches. PDU, Power Distribution Unit, a device that distributes electrical power to various devices, commonly used in data centers to manage and supply power efficiently to servers and equipment. PKI, Public Key Infrastructure, a system that uses pairs of keys, public and private, and digital certificates to ensure secure communication, verifying the identity of users and encrypting data over the Internet. PoE, Power over Ethernet, a technology that allows both power and data to be transmitted through a single Ethernet cable, simplifying wiring and providing power to devices like cameras, phones, and access points. PSK, Pre-Shared Key, a secret password or key used for securing wireless networks, where both the router and devices need to know the same key to connect. PTP, Precision Time Protocol, a protocol that ensures accurate time synchronization across devices in a network, allowing for very precise coordination of time-sensitive operations. PTR, Pointer, a type of DNS record that maps an IP address back to a domain name, typically used for reverse lookups to identify the domain associated with a given IP. QoS, Quality of Service, a set of techniques for managing network traffic, prioritizing critical services like voice or video, and ensuring reliable performance even when the network is under heavy load. QSFP, Quad Small Form Factor Pluggable, a compact transceiver module used for high-speed data transmission in networks, often supporting multiple channels for greater bandwidth. Radius, Remote Authentication Dial-In User Service, a network protocol that provides centralized authentication, authorization, and accounting for users connecting to a network, often used by VPNs or Wi-Fi networks. RDP Remote Desktop Protocol, a Microsoft protocol that enables users to access and control a computer from a remote location over a network, essentially letting them interact with a desktop interface from afar. RFID, Radio Frequency Identification, a technology that uses radio waves to identify and track objects with embedded tags, often used for inventory management, access control, and logistics. RIP, Routing Information Protocol, a simple network routing protocol that helps routers determine the best path for data to travel based on the number of hops routers needed to reach the destination. RJ Registered Jack, a standardized connector used for telecom and networking equipment, typically seen in phone and Ethernet cables to interface devices like routers and modems. RPO, Recovery Point Objective, a measure used in disaster recovery to define the maximum amount of data loss, measured by time, an organization is willing to accept before a recovery plan is triggered.
RSTP Rapid Spanning Tree Protocol, a network protocol designed to prevent loops in Ethernet networks by dynamically identifying and blocking redundant paths. It improves convergence times compared to its predecessor, the Spanning Tree Protocol (STP), ensuring faster recovery of network paths. RTO Recovery Time Objective, the maximum allowable downtime for an IT system or service before the business is significantly impacted. It sets a target time within which systems must be restored following a disaster. RX Receiver, a device or system that receives and processes data signals, often used in communications and networking equipment to receive transmitted information. SAT Software as a Service, a cloud-based service where software applications are delivered over the internet, eliminating the need for users to install and manage software on their devices. These applications are typically subscription-based and maintained by the service provider. SAML Security Assertion Markup Language, an open standard for securely transmitting authentication and authorization information between identity providers and service providers. It allows for single sign-on SSO across different platforms. SAN Storage Area Network, a dedicated high-speed network that provides access to block-level data storage. It enables multiple servers to access the storage devices as if they were local drives, optimizing data management and access speed. SASE Secure Access Service Edge, a modern security architecture that combines networking and security services, such as data encryption and firewall protection, with cloud-based tools to support the secure remote access needs of distributed workforces. SC Subscriber Connector, a type of fiber optic connector designed for high-density applications, commonly used to connect optical fibers in data centers and telecom networks. SCADA Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition, a system used to monitor and control industrial operations and processes. It is often used in sectors like energy, manufacturing, and water treatment for real-time control and automation. SDN Software Defined Network, a network architecture that separates the control plane from the data plane, allowing network administrators to manage traffic flow and network configurations through software-based controllers, making the network more flexible and efficient. SDWAN Software Defined Wide Area Network, a virtualized network architecture that enables enterprises to connect their branches securely using a variety of network links such as MPLS, broadband, or LTE. It optimizes traffic management and reduces costs. SFP Small Form Factor Pluggable, a compact optical transceiver used to convert electrical signals to optical signals for data communication. It is widely used in network equipment like switches and routers to provide high-speed fiber optic connections. SFTP Secure File Transfer Protocol, a secure method of transferring files over a network, which ensures data is encrypted during transmission to protect it from interception or tampering. SIP Session Initiation Protocol, a protocol used to manage multimedia communication sessions, such as voice or video calls, over the internet. It controls the initiation, maintenance, and termination of these sessions in real time. SIEM Security Information and Event Management, a solution used by organizations to collect, analyze, and respond to security-related data from various sources in real time. It helps detect and respond to security threats by consolidating log data from networks and systems. SLA, Service Level Agreement, a formal contract between a service provider and its customer that outlines the expected service standards, such as uptime, response time, and performance metrics, to ensure that both parties are clear on service expectations. SLAAC, Stateless Address Auto-Configuration, a feature of IPv6 that allows devices on a network to automatically configure their own IP addresses without the need for a DHCP server, simplifying network setup and management. SMB-Server Message Block, a network protocol that enables the sharing of files, printers, and other resources between computers. It is commonly used in Windows-based environments to enable network communication between different systems.
SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, a protocol used to transfer email messages between mail servers over the Internet. It defines how emails are sent, routed, and received by servers, ensuring reliable delivery of messages. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol Secure, a secure version of SMTP that encrypts communication between email servers using SSL or TLS. This ensures that email data is protected from eavesdropping or tampering during transmission. SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol, a protocol used for monitoring and managing network devices such as routers, switches, servers, and printers. It allows network administrators to gather performance data, monitor health, and configure devices remotely. SOA, Start of Authority, a type of DNS record that defines the authoritative information for a domain zone. It includes details like the primary DNS server, the email address of the domain administrator, and the refresh and expiration times for the zone. SQL, Structured Query Language, a powerful, standardized language used to interact with relational databases. It allows users to query, update, insert, and delete data, as well as manage database structures and security. SSE, Security Service Edge, a security framework designed for cloud environments that integrates multiple security technologies, such as secure web gateways, SWG, Cloud Access Security Brokers, CASB, and Zero Trust Network Access, ZTNA, to protect users, data, and applications across distributed networks. SSH Secure Shell, a cryptographic network protocol used for secure communication over an unsecured network, providing encrypted data transfers and enabling remote command line access. SSH is widely used for secure login to servers and secure file transfers. SSID, Service Set Identifier, the name assigned to a wireless network, which is used to differentiate it from other nearby networks. The SSID allows devices to connect to a specific wireless network, ensuring communication with the correct access point. SSL, Secure Socket Layer, an obsolete encryption protocol designed to secure data transmitted over a network. SSL has been replaced by TLS, Transport Layer Security, but is still commonly referenced when discussing encrypted communication between web browsers and servers. SSO, Single Sign-On, a user authentication process that allows a person to log in once and gain access to multiple applications or services without needing to re-enter credentials. It enhances user convenience and security by reducing the number of passwords needed. ST Straight Tip, a type of fiber optic connector that features a bayonet-style coupling mechanism. It is commonly used in high-performance networks for connecting optical fibers to transmit data over long distances. STP Shielded Twisted Pair, a type of Ethernet cable that includes shielding around the twisted pairs of wires to reduce electromagnetic interference. STP cables provide enhanced protection against noise and are commonly used in environments with high electrical interference. SVI Switch Virtual Interface, a virtual interface on a Layer 3 switch that enables routing between VLANs, Virtual Local Area Networks. It allows for the management and configuration of the switch, as well as the routing of traffic between different subnets within the network. TACACS+, Terminal Access Controller Access Control System Plus, a protocol used for centralized authentication, authorization, and accounting in network environments. TACACS+ enhances security by ensuring that only authorized users can access network devices and systems. TCP Transmission Control Protocol, a foundational protocol in the Internet Protocol Suite that ensures the reliable transmission of data between devices. TCP guarantees that data is received in the correct order and that errors are detected and corrected during transmission. TFTP Trivial File Transfer Protocol, a simple protocol used for transferring files over a network with minimal overhead. TFTP lacks the security features of more complex protocols like FTP, but it is commonly used for transferring small files in environments like network booting. TTL, Time to Live, a value in the header of an IP packet that specifies the maximum time the packet can remain in the network before being discarded. It is used to prevent packets from circulating indefinitely in case of routing loops. TX Transmitter, a device or component responsible for sending electrical, optical, or radio frequency signals. Transmitters are essential for communication systems, including wireless networks, radio broadcasting, and optical fiber communications.
TXT text record, NATS type of DNS record used to store human-readable text data. TXT records are commonly used for domain verification, email security like SPF, DKIM, and other network-related purposes. UDP, User Datagram Protocol, a connectionless communication protocol that facilitates faster data transmission by avoiding the overhead of error correction, retransmission, and flow control, making it less reliable than TCP, but more efficient for time-sensitive applications like streaming and gaming. UPS, Uninterruptible Power Supply, a device that provides emergency power to electronic equipment when the main power source fails. It ensures continuous operation for critical systems by offering backup power, typically in the form of batteries, and also protects against power surges. URL, Uniform Resource Locator, a web address used to identify and locate resources on the Internet, such as websites, files, or services. It specifies the protocol, HTTP, HTTPS, domain, and file path needed to access the resource. USB, Universal Serial Bus, a widely used standard for connecting computers and peripherals, such as printers, keyboards, and external storage devices. It provides both data transfer and power supply capabilities, with various versions offering faster speeds and greater functionality. UTM, Unified Threat Management, a comprehensive security solution that combines multiple network security features, such as firewalls, intrusion prevention, antivirus protection, and content filtering, into a single device for more streamlined and effective protection against cyber threats. UTP, Unshielded Twisted Pair, a type of networking cable commonly used in Ethernet networks. It consists of pairs of wires twisted together to reduce electromagnetic interference, but lacks additional shielding, making it more affordable and easy to install compared to shielded cabling. VIP, Virtual IP, an IP address that is not tied to a specific physical device but can be shared across multiple devices, often used in load balancing or failover setups to ensure high availability and redundancy in network services. VLAN, Virtual Local Area Network, a logical segmentation of a physical network, which allows devices to communicate as if they are on the same local network, even if they are physically located in different areas. VLANs improve network performance, security, and manageability. VLSM, Variable Length Subnet Mask, a technique that allows for more flexible and efficient allocation of IP address space by using different subnet masks within the same network. This enables better utilization of available IP addresses based on network size. VoIP, Voice over IP technology that enables voice and multimedia communication over the Internet, converting analog voice signals into digital data that can be transmitted over IP networks, reducing costs compared to traditional telephone services. VPC, Virtual Private Cloud, a private, isolated cloud environment within a public cloud infrastructure, offering organizations the flexibility to run workloads securely while maintaining control over network configuration, data access, and security policies. VPN, Virtual Private Network, a service that creates a secure, encrypted tunnel for internet traffic, ensuring privacy and security by masking the user's IP address and routing the connection through a remote server, often used for secure browsing, accessing restricted content, or protecting data on public networks. WAN, Wide Area Network, a telecommunications network that spans a large geographical area, connecting local networks, LANs, across cities, countries, or even continents. WANs enable communication and data sharing between devices and systems located far apart. WPA, Wi-Fi Protected Access, a security protocol designed to safeguard wireless networks by encrypting data traffic and authenticating users, providing stronger protection against unauthorized access compared to the older WEP protocol. WPS, Wi-Fi Protected Setup, a network security standard that simplifies the process of connecting devices to a secure Wi-Fi network by using methods like PIN entry or push-button configuration to streamline the setup process for end users. VXLAN, Virtual Extensible LAN, a network virtualization technology that enables the creation of large-scale, multi-tenant virtual networks over an existing Layer 3 infrastructure, allowing for better scalability and flexibility in cloud and data center environments. ZTA, Zero Trust Architecture, a security framework based on the principle of never trust, always verify, where access to resources is restricted and continuously verified, regardless of whether the request originates from inside or outside the network perimeter.